Now that I've had some time without pouring rain every other day, we're back to updating my little side yard. As you can see, there is basically no grass in most of this yard, partially because I dug out the old flower bed and mulch area, partially because of the concrete project, and also because there wasn't really any here to begin with. So I'm going to try to fix that with sod. The first thing I had to do was dig out all of the remaining grass that was here. This sucked. My hands were super blistered after finishing this, but you can't lay sod on old grass. The next step is dirt. I wanted to bring this area up because it's very sloped, so I thought I could level it out a little bit to try to make it more usable. This dirt had a lot of clay in it, so I ended up using it at the foot of my patio because there was a big drop off there, and every time it rained, it would splash mud up onto everything. I plan to put a privacy fence and build a platform for the grill there, but the mulch is sufficient for now. This meant more dirt. If anyone has any recommendations for carrying around free-flowing dirt that you got off Facebook Marketplace, please let me know. They must have had onions growing in this dirt when they dug it up, so that's what I'm pulling out of there. In order to try to make sure the sod had actual good soil to take and grow, I added some organic material to my dirt mixture. Then I spread everything around in the areas I was planning to put the sod. I was going to try to do a cool transition with rolling out the sod, but completely failed. And then my phone didn't record the entire time I was actually laying the sod, but you just lay it out in a brick pattern and make sure all the sides are as seamless as possible. I left this space by the patio open because I plan to build some flower boxes to put here. This area is very shaded, especially at the bottom of the yard, so I didn't want to buy sod just to have it die there. I decided to seed the bottom of the yard and hope for the best. I got some dense shade grass seed and basically just spread it out to be a nice layer of seed in all the areas that needed coverage. I used it to fill the seams as well, then covered it with some of the organic material soil to try to keep the birds from eating it. I patched in some grass that I had dug up as well to fill some of the holes where the sod stopped. This area looks kind of like shit now, but hopefully once the grass grows, it'll look a little bit better. Sometimes I get a little overambitious with my projects, and this is an example of that, but I'm happy with how it turned out. It looks a lot better than it did, and it's actually more of a usable yard now. It's definitely still pitched to direct water away from the house, but is much more level than it was previously. And then these are my little grass sprouts about a week after seeding. I was literally so surprised they grew. Proud moment for me. Next up, I'll be building a flower bed retaining wall here.